On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Paleontology.
The study of fossils and the history of life on Earth.
Examples:
Vertebrate paleontology. Paleontology museum. My interest in paleontology research began when I visited a natural history museum and saw a display of fossils from the Jurassic period.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Pet.
An animal that you have at home as a companion and treated kindly.
Examples:
A pet bird. A teacher's pet. I have a parrot as a pet.
Strive.
To try very hard to do, achieve, or obtain something.
Examples:
Strive hard to get. Strive for excellence. They strive to make their dream come true.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Dyslexia.
A neurological condition that affects a person's ability to read, write, and spell, often despite normal or above average intelligence, effective teaching, and adequate motivation, which is characterized by difficulty in the phonological coding of written words, poor phonological awareness, and poor reading fluency and decoding skills.
Examples:
Student with dyslexia. Diagnosis of dyslexia. Educators need to understand how dyslexia affects students' reading abilities.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples:
Northern hemisphere. Cerebral hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the southern hemisphere.
Nest.
A structure in which animals lay their eggs or give birth to their young.
Examples:
Bird's nest. A nest of thieves. The female birds build a nest and lay their eggs in May.
Embryo.
An animal organism in the early stages of growth, either in its mother's womb or in an egg, or a plant that is developing in a seed.
Examples:
Destruction of human embryos. Embryo cloning. Our latest project is still at the embryo stage.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Accumulation.
An amount of something obtained via natural growth or addition.
Examples:
Accumulation of wealth. Accumulation effect. Accumulation of fuel discounts is common practice among many retailers.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
Gigantic proportions. Gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Herd.
A group of animals of the same type that live or are kept together as livestock.
Examples:
Herd of cattle. The common herd. He was riding herd on the sheep during the day.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature. Exhibit juvenile behavior. Juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples:
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Theme.
A subject or topic of discourse or artistic representation.
Examples:
Theme park. Central theme. The theme of the novel is the corrupting influence of power.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Petrify.
To turn to stone, to make hard and unyielding.
Examples:
Petrify with fear. Petrify into stone. The thought of public speaking will petrify her.
Sap.
To gradually weaken or drain strength, energy, or resources, to undermine or impair someone's confidence or morale.
Examples:
Sap flow. Sap strength. The disease has sapped all his energy, and he can barely get out of bed.
Amber.
A hard, translucent, Yellow-orange or brownish-yellow fossil resin that is used in jewelry and ornamentation and often contains insects or other small organisms that were trapped inside when the resin was sticky, also used to describe the color that resembles this type of resin.
Examples:
Amber resin, amber ale. The bracelet was made of beautiful amber stones.
Bloodsucker.
A small animal that feeds on blood, like a leech or a mosquito, a person who is seen as exploiting or taking advantage of others.
Examples:
Bloodsucker mosquito, political bloodsucker. The lobbyist was accused of being a bloodsucker, using his influence to push through policies that only benefited his clients.
Insect.
Any small creature that has 6 legs and a body divided into 3 sections.
Examples:
Insect antenna, insect biology. These insects are more prevalent above a certain latitude.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the 2 wine-producing regions.
Laboratory.
A workplace for doing scientific research or teaching science, a lab.
Examples:
Laboratory accident. Anthropology laboratory. Animal protection groups call for an end to animal testing in a laboratory.
Clone.
A plant or animal whose genetic information is identical to that of a parent organism from which it was created, an unauthorized copy or imitation.
Examples:
Clone embryo. Recombinant clone. He is like an exact clone of his brother.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Ostrich.
A large flightless bird native to Africa with a long neck, legs, and bill.
Examples:
Ostrich eggs. Ostrich feathers. The farmers raise ostriches for their meat, eggs, and feathers.
Behold.
To look at and observe with attention.
Examples:
Behold the sunrise. A joy to behold. His angry expression was not a pleasant sight to behold.
Conspire.
To plan or plot together secretly, especially with an evil or unlawful purpose.
Examples:
Conspire his ruin. Conspire to corner the market. The group of friends conspired to pull a prank on their teacher.
Mosquito.
A small flying insect whose female bites people and animals and sucks their blood, and sometimes transmits serious diseases such as malaria.
Examples:
Mosquito bite. Mosquito repellent. A stagnant water area are breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Specimen.
An individual example or sample of something, typically used to represent a larger group or category.
Examples:
Specimen collection. Botanical specimen. The biology teacher showed the students a frog specimen so they could examine its anatomy.
Doctoral.
Of or relating to doctorate equals the highest degree from a university, or the achievement of a doctorate.
Examples:
Doctoral program, doctoral research. She is pursuing a doctoral degree in psychology to become a licensed therapist.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb: to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud, wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color, a criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Thigh.
The part of the human leg between the hip and the knee. In animals, the corresponding upper part of the hind leg.
Examples:
Thigh muscle, chicken thigh. The marathon runner felt a cramp in her thigh at the 20th mile.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Circular.
Shaped like a circle, having a round form.
Examples:
Circular economy. Non-circular orbit. The circular shape of the planet makes it difficult to determine which direction is north.
Hem.
The edge or border of a piece of cloth, typically sewn to prevent fraying or unraveling. A small margin or border around something. Verb: to fold the edge of a piece of fabric and sew it down to create a neat and secure finish.
Examples:
The hem of a dress. Hem the skirt. The hem length of her dress was perfect for the evening event.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Hemoglobin.
A protein-based molecule found in red blood cells that transports oxygen throughout the body.
Examples:
Hemoglobin level. Abnormal hemoglobin. The hemoglobin gene mutation can cause genetic disorders such as sickle cell disease.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Creek.
A small, narrow stream or waterway, a narrow, winding passage between cliffs or hills.
Examples:
Creek bed. A dry creek. The sound of the babbling creek provided a soothing backdrop for campers and outdoor enthusiasts.
Undertaking.
A task, business, assignment, or project, especially one that is essential or challenging.
Examples:
Great undertaking. Public welfare undertaking. Project planning for software development is never an easy undertaking.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Cubic.
Having the shape of a cube or being of 3 dimensions, measured in units that are the third power of a linear unit.
Examples:
Cubic meter. Cubic structure. The package was a cubic shape, which made it easier to stack on the shelf.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Medulla.
The innermost part of an organ or structure, especially the spinal cord or brainstem, part of the brain responsible for controlling vital bodily functions such as breathing and heart rate.
Examples:
Adrenal medulla. Medulla function. The medulla oblongata regulates vital functions such as breathing and heart rate.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Calcium.
A chemical element with the symbol Ca and atomic number 20, which is an important mineral for the human body.
Examples:
Calcium deficiency. Ion of calcium. The patient was prescribed a calcium supplement to help prevent osteoporosis.
Build up.
The accumulation or increase of something over time.
Examples:
Lactic acid buildup. Huge military buildup. The buildup of stress over time can lead to health problems.
Storage.
The act or process of putting in and keeping something in a particular place for use in the future, an electronic memory device that can store information.
Examples:
A storage battery. Storage at low temperature. We store customer data in cloud storage.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Dump.
To deposit or dispose of something, such as trash, waste, etc., carelessly or hurriedly.
Examples:
Dump the gravel on the road. Dump hazardous waste. The company dumped him after several years of service.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Fossilized.
Transformed into a fossil equals something preserved in rock for a very long period, or preserved in the form of a fossil, antiquated or inflexible.
Examples:
Obsolete fossilized ways. A fossilized grove. The dinosaur bones were so old that they had been wholly fossilized, turning to stone over millions of years.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Osteocyte.
A specialized bone cell that is embedded in the mineralized matrix of bone tissue, responsible for the maintenance, repair, and remodeling of bone.
Examples:
Osteocyte function. Mature osteocyte. The network of osteocytes within the bone tissue allows for the exchange of nutrients and waste products.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Deteriorate.
To become worse in quality, to decline or degenerate.
Examples:
Deteriorate at a slow pace. Deteriorate condition. The patient's health deteriorated rapidly after being diagnosed with the disease.
Trail.
A path or track roughly through a countryside, mountain, or forest area, often made or used for a particular purpose. Verb, to lag or linger behind.
Examples:
A warm trail. Follow the trail. The storm left a trail of destruction behind it.
Collagen.
A fibrous protein that forms the connective tissues in animals, including skin, tendons, and bone, often used in cosmetic and medical treatments for its ability to add firmness and elasticity to skin or other tissues.
Examples:
Collagen supplement. Collagen production. Our natural collagen production decreases as we age, leading to wrinkles, sagging skin, and joint pain.
Classify.
To categorize or group something according to a system or set of criteria. To assign something to a particular class or category based on its characteristics or properties.
Examples:
Classify images. Classify emails into folders. I need to classify these documents for the upcoming audit.
Avian.
Relating to or characteristic of birds.
Examples:
Avian influenza. Avian habitat. The expert on avian species studied the behavior of different types of birds.
Clunky.
Heavy, awkward, and old-fashioned, not graceful and clumsy in style, form, or movement.
Examples:
Clunky phrasing. Clunky robot. Refined character portrayal makes up for clunky gameplay.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
Extinct by human activity. Long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Velociraptor.
A small to medium-sized predatory dinosaur that lived during the Cretaceous period, known for its distinctive sickle-shaped claws and its agile and swift nature.
Examples:
Fossilized velociraptor. Hunting velociraptor. The museum's newest exhibit features a complete velociraptor skeleton, drawing crowds of eager paleontology enthusiasts.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Modification.
The act of changing something, usually to improve it or something changed.
Examples:
A modification of last year's model. Further modification. As a result of this modification, we have revised our safety measures.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Transgenic.
Relating to or characterized by the transfer of genes from one species to another, typically done in genetic engineering and biotechnology.
Examples:
Transgenic organism. Transgenic technology. The transgenic crops were genetically modified to be resistant to pests.
Gene.
The fundamental unit of heredity and the sequence of nucleotides in DNA that codes for the creation of RNA or protein.
Examples:
Gene expression, gene cloning. A defective gene is responsible for the disease.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Glow.
To give out a steady, strong light.
Examples:
Glow a pale orange. Glow gold in the light. The sun was setting, and the sky glowed with beautiful colors.
Coral.
A rock-like substance created in the sea by groupings of specific types of small animals, commonly used in jewelry.
Examples:
Coral island. Coral ornament. She is wearing a coral necklace.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
Spineless jellyfish. Jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Zebrafish.
A small tropical fish species, Danio, originating from Southeast Asia, commonly used in scientific research due to their transparent embryos, regenerative abilities, and genetic similarities to humans.
Examples:
Zebrafish larvae. Zebrafish genome. Researchers often create zebrafish mutants to model and study human genetic disorders.
Puffy.
Swollen or distended, especially with air or gas.
Examples:
Puffy offshore winds. Puffy eyes. His cheeks looked puffy after he overate junk food.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples:
Satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Atavism.
The reappearance or recurrence of a trait, characteristic, or behavior that is typical of a remote ancestor and not present in the immediate parent or recent ancestors, a throwback to an earlier or ancestral form.
Examples:
Genetic atavism. Atavism trait. Modern architects sometimes incorporate atavism into their designs by reintroducing ancient building techniques.
Activate.
Make something start working, more active or dynamic.
Examples:
Activate a receptor. Activate a motor. You must activate the software with a 16-digit key before you can use it.
Ancestral.
Related to or connected with members of your family from the past.
Examples:
An ancestral graveyard. Ancestral roots. The ancestral home has been in the family for generations.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Occasionally.
Now and then, sometimes but not often.
Examples:
Occasionally dine with friends. Occasionally change the routine. She still occasionally writes a short romance novel.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Stimulate.
To encourage something to develop or become more active, to stir the feelings or emotions.
Examples:
Stimulate the economy. Stimulate the nervous system. The book stimulated my imagination.
Chick.
A baby bird, especially a young chicken.
Examples:
Baby chick. Chick sorting. The majority of the chicks are raised on local family farms.
Glowing.
Highly enthusiastic, greatly praised.
Examples:
Glowing reviews. Glowing cheeks. The western sky was glowing pink.
Genesis.
The origin or beginning of something. The first book of the biblical scriptures of both Judaism and Christianity, describing the creation of the earth and humankind.
Examples:
The genesis of civilization. In the book of Genesis. The politician's remarks became the genesis of the clash between the two countries.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one. Adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Claw.
A curved, pointed appendage found on the foot or leg of an animal, used for gripping or grasping. A human hand with long, narrow fingers that are curved like a claw. A machine or tool with a claw-like opening used for gripping or lifting objects.
Examples:
Claw marks. Claw hammer. The bear used its claw to catch a fish in the river.
Archaeopteryx.
A prehistoric bird that lived during the late Jurassic period and is considered an intermediate fossil between ancient non-avian dinosaurs and modern birds.
Examples:
Archaeopteryx specimen. Archaeopteryx skeleton. The discovery of the Archaeopteryx fossil provided groundbreaking evidence of the link between reptiles and birds.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
Primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Pigeon.
A stout-bodied bird with a small head, short legs, and a short, cooing call, typically found in cities and domesticated for food.
Examples:
A racing pigeon. Pigeon on the roof. The pigeon perched on the windowsill, pecking at the bread crumbs left for it.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Digit.
One of the elements that collectively form a system of numeration, a finger, thumb, or toe.
Examples:
Digit identifier. The digit in the hundreds place. We must enter a 6-digit number to unlock the safe.
Fuse.
A small part in an electrical device or machinery that can interrupt the flow of electrical current when it is overloaded. Verb, to become plastic or fluid or liquefied from heat.
Examples:
Fuse blows. Fuse with one another. He has a short fuse.
Hatch.
To cause an egg to break to allow a young animal to come out, to produce and expand something that is in an early stage.
Examples:
Hatch a plan. Hatch a baby chick. The eggs began to hatch, and the small chicks emerged.
Rudimentary.
Relating to basic facts or principles, fundamental.
Examples:
A rudimentary plant. Rudimentary understanding. He has only a rudimentary knowledge of this topic.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Reabsorption.
The organic process in which the substance of some differentiated structure that has been produced by the body undergoes lysis and assimilation.
Examples:
Reabsorption of water. Glucose reabsorption. The tubules are responsible for the reabsorption of sodium once filtered by the kidneys.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Modify.
To change something slightly, such as a plan, option, law, etc., especially to make it more suitable for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Genetically modify food. Modify my behavior. We use adverbs to modify verbs and adjectives.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Colonel.
A military rank above a lieutenant colonel and below a general.
Examples:
Colonel rank. Brevet colonel. The army colonel led the troops into battle.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Poster.
A large sheet or picture that is placed either on a public space to promote or announce something or on a wall to decorate it.
Examples:
Eye-catching posters. A wanted poster. We noticed a poster advertising a bargain.
Entertainment.
Public shows, films, television, or other performances or activities of enjoying people.
Examples:
An elegant entertainment. Hour of entertainment. The hotel is famous for its entertainment, including the casino.